Are there voices in your head? Of course there are. I'm Kris Krohn here with Limitless TV, and we're going to talk about what these voices are telling you and what you can do to get a handle on them. So where do all your thoughts come from anyway? I mean, the scientists say we got 60,000 thoughts a day, and where are they really coming from? I'm going to suggest that every thought you have in your head has an origin, comes from somewhere. And you know, a lot of people want to know, there's this really popular principle out there called self-talk. And it's this idea of, wait. Are you saying that we talk to ourselves? And the reality is, yeah, you're holding these dynamic dialogues all day long. We can't shut you up. In fact, your mind is constantly streaming all of these thoughts and all these voices. And here's the question: what are they saying? Because if you don't learn how to control your thoughts, guess what? Then the 60,000 thoughts you're having during the day, it's going to include a lot of random stuff like,
I can't believe he looked at me, he's so
Oh
hot.
my gosh, look at the cloud over there.
Can you believe he just cut me off?
What was that dream I had last night?
Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel.
all right,
Badger.
so we have all these different thoughts in our head, and they're just happening to us. And when we're not taking control of our life, guess what? It's a lot of mayhem and it's a lot of chaos. Now, not all the thoughts are the same. Any one of us that went through childhood, we picked up a whole series of limiting beliefs, okay? And these thoughts, until we make new choices, they don't go away. So even if when you were 4 years old and you came home and daddy didn't give you a hug when you thought, and so you decided dad doesn't love me, you might hear thoughts like,
I can't believe he didn't notice me.
I'm not good enough.
Man, I wish I was smart enough like her.
I suck.
She's so pretty and
okay.
I'm not worthy of that.
Yep, okay, I'm not listening to you. Okay, these thoughts, these are what's happening to you because you put them there in the first place. And it seems weird to think that a 4-year-old actually programmed these ideas, but remember, 4-year-olds don't have filters. Heck, you might not have, adults don't have filters. We let everything go in and out. And so we've got all of these limiting beliefs that come up, and they share all sorts of thoughts and ideas. So now I might have a goal that says, hey, I want to make more money. But as long as I have negative financial thoughts at the same time, like,
Man, I'm not worthy enough to charge that much.
That will always be unaffordable to me.
I can't afford it, it's too expensive.
I don't deserve money.
I don't have any of money.
I'm terrible with money.
I can't handle money, it's too much responsibility.
It's too hard to get.
okay. Do you ever are you kind of picking up like the allergic reaction that I'm getting? Like, oh, that's so icky. And yet those thoughts are there, and they're going to be with you your entire life. You've got your negative thoughts on money. You have limiting thoughts on money, sex, relationships. You've got negative thoughts on personal power, entrepreneurship, business, sales. Take any topic under the sun, and right now, if you've got mixed results in your life of getting some of the things that you want, some of the things that you don't, it's because you've got some positive and negative self-talk. Now, fortunately, we're not all throwing ourselves off of a bridge because we have a fair dose of positive thoughts that we have going on that might look like,
You're so beautiful.
You're so strong.
Man, I look amazing today.
You are awesome.
Man, I totally scored that touchdown. Man, I'm so talented.
How you doing, gorgeous?
Man, I can't believe, actually, I'm totally amazing, and I totally believe it, because I'm
Tell me
awesome.
more. Tell me more. Tell me more.
anything.
Man,
Oh,
I totally
this
nailed
good. I
my
like
house
this.
today. Man, I love how good I am at
Of
shopping.
course
I buy
you
myself
can.
everything I need.
Stop. All right.
I'm worthy of
My
that.
husband loves me because I'm cute.
I said
I
stop.
deserve it.
Stop. Thoughts. Okay, so we got positive thoughts, we got negative thoughts. Now, if I were to take one positive thought about money, such as,
Money needs me.
and if I were to combine that with a negative thought about money, such as,
I will never have money.
then guess what I'm going to create with 1 plus 1? 1 minus 1 is no thing. I'm not going to get the thing that I want, because as long as we make room in our mind for these disconcerting, opposing thoughts, then my results will always be mixed. There's good news though. And the good news is there's something that you and I can be doing to train our brain so that we get to basically pick sides. Instead of being filterless in the middle with both the negative and the positive speaking both at the same time. I've got all my positive thoughts here and all my negative thoughts. Listen to what they sound like all at once.
I can't
Oh my
believe
gosh, I
could've
can't
just
do that. Wait,
got
no,
all
I
the money in the
can't
world,
do
but I
that.
can't
That's
afford it. I don't know what to do.
horrible,
It's
and I'm
just so
Send me to the doctor.
No,
Get me my bipolar or Xanax or whatever it is that I need, because I've got all these conflicting thoughts. Instead, I need to pick sides and I need to align and basically make a choice. How am I going to speak about myself? How am I going to think about myself? Can I advance forward and get the things that I want in my life if I'm sometimes having positive thoughts while sometimes having negative thoughts? I'm going to invite you to try on that. Your biggest most fantastic life-changing results come only after a commitment to picking a side. So the question is, what kind of self-talk do you want? Well, you can program it. You can program it the exact same way you did when you were a child. You see, a child without a filter takes in all the good, all the bad, all the mediocre, and then you're expressing that throughout your life, and it all comes up. For example, if you have a really traumatic experience about always sleeping in and waking up late and getting to things late, you just might develop a belief that I arrive late to things. Now, this trait might bother you, but you will protect it to the death because you've defined that it's who you are. Listen, if in your mind you have what my mentor friend Tracy Roberts calls a board of directors, are you not ready to kick off the 2-year-olds and 4-year-olds and 8-year-olds and 12-year-olds and teenagers that are running your board of directors? You do that through the power of positive thought that comes with consciously choosing the thoughts that you want to have. I want to invite you to do this exercise. I want you to set aside time and start writing out everything that you want in your body, everything that you want in your wealth, everything that you want in your relationships, and everything you want in your personal power. Now I'm going to fast forward. Let's just assume for a moment that I have spent a few hours deciding what I want to create with my body. It's a series of affirmations with the 3 Ps: positive, powerful, and present. And these powerhouse statements help me create and support the most powerful physical health and frame that I have. And all of those thoughts coming all at once might sound like,
Man, I'm so strong. I love how I take time for myself at the gym every single day. I nurture my body with really good food and it tastes amazing.
I'm so amazing. I can do anything. I push myself.
I look at it in everything I try on. I am so strong. I create massive abundance of health in my body. I am free of disease. In fact, I embody health in everything I do.
all right, great. So lots of fun ideas on health. Now, I don't know if those would all be necessarily mine. Those are the voices in my head. Sort them out. What do you want to decide about your health? What do you want to decide about your relationships? What do you want to decide about money? And what do you want to decide about you and your personal power? Because if you'll sit down and decide what it is you want to believe and you'll follow the 3 Ps, then the next thing that you get to do is you get to read them. You get to read them with power. You get to read them with belief. And that is what you are programming to become your higher new truth. Now, the only thing left that you need to do to make it stick is you need to make it emotional. Saying things without emotion, that doesn't stick. Creating something that becomes permanent is taking a nice, wet, juicy, emotional thought and combining it with an idea. So for example, with all of these thoughts, if in my relationships, I want to create this idea that I am the master of unconditional love. I see people for who they truly are. Those are beautiful statements, but they need to be combined with a feeling and with an emotion. So next in your list, as you write down all these ideas, I also want you to make a list of the emotions that you want to assign so that when you're reading it, I want you to read it with all of that amazing, juicy, powerful energy and manufacture the emotions that you want to identify with these ideas, because that emotion makes them believable. And when you believe these ideas, what it does is it forces you to crowd out the thoughts and ideas that aren't working so that all that's remaining is a beautiful song harmony of all the wonderful ideas.
You're amazing.
I love my life.
I am limitless.
I create a massive abundance.
I'm so powerful.
I have the best friends in the world.
I can do anything
I
I put my mind to.
wealth. I attract friends.
I
attract
relationships.
amazing people. I'm the
I
friendliest
attract a
person in the
great
world. I
body and
master
How would you like to
relationships.
have all of
I
that?
love people
I
in my
love
world.
wealth.
I create the most amazing
can't turn 'em off.
relationships.
Everything is easy
This
to
is
turn
so
'em off.
awesome.
They're
I have
nonstop.
massive
I have the
wealth.
best
I am so
family.
healthy. I love how tall and thin
relationship
fit
is a
I am.
10 out
I
of
have
10.
All right.
amazing-
Feeling so good right now. Okay, the reality is that thoughts are things. They're what?
Things
And because thoughts are things, that what we think about, we bring about. We what?
we bring about.
All right, so we're starting with creation the way that it starts with an idea. I'm presenting an idea. Make a list of who you want to be in the 4 domains of limitless living: health, wealth, connection, and power. When you make that list, identify the emotions with them and then read them and recite them, because what you're doing is reprogramming what isn't working from your past, programming what is going to be working for your future. And my experience in doing this is that you can start expecting massive changes in how you feel, massive changes in what you experience, in the results. Most importantly, beyond outward results, is that all of those ideas accompany a feeling of acceptance, peace, and gratitude, because that's what truth creates. That's what truth does. Eliminating lies is like eliminating all of the limiting beliefs, and separating lie from truth and light from dark means that you're picking a side. And picking a side means that all the voices in your thought, I want them singing that harmony of everything who I am and everything that I desire to create and everything that I am creating. And in doing that, I end up creating this incredible life that I want simply by virtue of choice. So I want to invite you to get hyper aware of the thoughts in your head, and I want to invite you to do and figure out what it is that you can consciously create to make sure that all of it's singing in harmony to create the life that you want.
We can do anything. We can do everything. We're amazing. Amazing.
Now listen, if you really want to master the voices in your head and really become the author of your life, the writer of your story, if you really want to become the captain of your ship, I want to invite you to come to Limitless. Come spend 3 days with me and several hundred people, all committed to mastering that inner speak and the conversation that's happening there. We're going to have a lot of fun, and it's going to be filled with a lot of crazy breakthrough. You got all the details below in the description. Friends, look forward to seeing you next week on Limitless TV.